is Dandilion Song. Welcome back for part 2 of the Pope's visit and all of the symbolism and the gematria that I can find to show you what is going on, what each event means, why it's in certain places, and looking in from their playbook, trying to understand their symbolism, what they are expecting to happen. So we just talked about Apostalic nunciature on September 22nd, and I forgot to mention that this plays into the Pope's election date. He was elected on 3/13/13, and that is 923 days until this day. So he's going to be chilling out here the whole day, looks like, with his homies, and maybe they're going to be wearing some fish hats, you know, dancing in fish circles. I don't know, planning some stuff, I guess, because he's going to be chilling the whole day there. Maybe he's getting ready for this day. You know, maybe they're going to be doing some makeup, taking some screens, you know, shooting taking some takes, because I don't think they can shoot all these fake stuff in just, you know, one take. So maybe that's what it's all about. I know I'm being a little disrespectful. I don't respect the Pope. So we're going to look at this and we're going to break it down. Here we go. All right, well, I already found something I know you're going to like. So we're going to leave the nunciate hoedown here. Forgive me for injecting some humor in here, but, you know, it does get a little stressful when we try to look at the plans of the maniacs. It's like, let's wake up and let's see what the maniacs are up to today. Oh, the maniacs are up to this. So anyway, he's going to come down here at 9:15 on the south lawn. While this is loading, let me show you that. Now, you know, I see a lot of numbers, and I'm still surprised. It's amazing that the White House south lawn equals 266, and this is the 266th Pope, and this is the 266th day. I'm not going to pull up the thing for you. You're just going to have to believe me. The 266th day is 923. You cannot make this up. So I hope I remember to put 9:15 in the title of this video and 9/6. Some things did happen on 9/6, and I think they are planning more adventures of the nunciate hoedown here on 9/15, and that's why this is in the title. So we have this date. These are two different dates. And what I want to say, first of all, I want to preface this by saying I could talk for an hour on these two dates, and so I'm just going to try to hit the highlights here. We know that this is the end of Jade Helm, and I believe that Jade Helm has been an exercise to get the medium elite into the bunkers. Now they need to get the maximum elite into the bunkers, and so what they're going to do is, in my opinion, and I could be wrong, I hope I'm wrong, and I'm not going to have my feelings hurt if I'm wrong, because I'm putting it out there. I don't think I need to be embarrassed about that. So if I'm wrong, their plans either changed, or they were thwarted, or, you know, or they put all these codes out here just to lead us off track. Well, but what I think is going to happen, they're going to fake some assassinations, and they're going to bring those people into the bunkers, because if they just brought the people into the bunkers without killing them off on top, everybody's going to be like, you know, have you seen the Pope for a while? No, I haven't. That's weird. Where's the Pope? And then they're all going to storm the bunkers. Maybe. You know, maybe not. They're just going to go home and eat some Cheetos. I'm not sure. But this is, I believe, the time, this date is the time where we start to move the elite into the bunkers, and they're going to start disappearing. And that's why we're going to have some large disaster events in which lots of elite can die at once. And then there'll be havoc on the surface. And, you know, pandemonium. I don't know. I think that's what they're planning. I don't know if it's actually going to happen, but even if it doesn't happen, I think that's what they're planning. And these numbers should alert you to the plan. Right here, the Jewish gematria, sometimes it takes me a while to understand this. This is a 9, and it's a 27. That is the birthday of the Jesuit order. Zachary K. Hubbard talks a lot about 84. There's a lot of 84 connections with everything, including Obama. He was born on 8/4. Zachary K. Hubbard has a wonderful brain-mouth connection that I don't have. He's able to rattle off facts, and I love that about him. I know he could tear this number apart, but let me show you. There's a 74 in here. This is their July 4th. I mean, yeah, and this is their God number. This is a G and a D. Now, in the center here, they have an 8 instead of an O. The 8 is also a God number. It matches it's actually a Christ number, or a pre-Christ number from before Christ. It matches the infinite loop of time. It matches Oh, so many things. Well, anyway, I talked to you before about the 28 being the diameter of time of the rotation of the outer layer of the sun as visible from the earth, and you're going to think that's really obscure, but I tell you, I've been looking at these numbers. These guys care about the sun, and this is a solar science number, and since they didn't tell me or you about what this means, what these cycles of the sun mean, I'm going to go ahead and believe them that these cycles are important, at least for their magical stuff that they do. You know, they're dancing around in fish hats or whatever they do. So I'm going to assume that this is the South Lawn. I actually can't find a reference here. This is where Michelle Obama has her garden. But if this is your first video with me, really, I'd like you to see my work on that. This is Isis's head, and these are her eyes. And if we back out, you can see her shoulders and her breastplate. This is the ellipse, the sacred ellipse with all the sacred measurements that I talked about in the last video, part 1. This is her, look at all the curves they did to show you her bottom. And let's just take a look at what she's sitting on. I can't believe, you know, that I haven't seen more videos about this. You know, are you spraying your coffee through your nose right now? If this is your first time seeing this, really, we have a gestation event here, we have a 266 day, and we have what looks like a conception event right here. So I've done a lot of drawings on this. I've done a lot of drawings. It takes a long time. It's like an hour video, but it's really worth it. You know, if you want to be educated about what's going on here. Just since we're talking about the 23rd day, I just want to point out that the 23rd Avenue runs right through the Lincoln Memorial, which is Osiris or Horus Senior's head right here. And that's not an accident.